Hello everyone and happy Easter. Hello replay viewers, thanks for being here. And thank you Catch viewers for being here as well. If Catch viewers, if you'd like to watch live sometime, you can check me out on Periscope. Download the Periscope app and look for Penguin and Fish. I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. Hello Kathy, thanks everyone for popping in here. It's nice to see all you guys. Hello, Lisa. Happy Easter. Okay, I'm going to flip you around. Hold on here. Hey there, guys. Happy Easter. Happy Sunday. Easter Sunday. Hope all you guys had a good day. In my little title, I put a little pizza slice in there. Because we got pizza, and I ate a whole pile of pizza, and I am, like, feeling so sick now. Too much pizza, so we'll see how this goes. So much pizza. All right, hello, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in. Let me know what you are up to today, what you did for Easter, and if you're crafting or family's still around. We are going to start block 13, called The Scrap Star by Corey Yoder. It's pretty intricate looking. I'm a little nervous. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to start a new block. That'll be fun. Oh, you're knitting, Lisa. That's awesome. I gotta get myself a knitting project again. I haven't knit in a while. All right, guys, I am going to flip you around in just a bit. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish. I'm Penguin and Fish everywhere on Instagram and my website. It's all Penguin and Fish. I'm the author of Sew and Stitch Embroidery and a fabric designer as well. And I'm here every night at 9:30 p.m. Central. Oh, working on 13, it's infuriating? Okay, that scares me. Okay, well, you know what? I've looked it over and I think I have a game plan. I think I'm not gonna cut everything out at once. I think I'm only gonna cut the pieces for all these little triangle bits and none of the border yet. I think I'm gonna cut and sew as I go for this one. And I got the starch out and we are going to make sure we starch these. So she suggested, Corey suggested that, actually now I don't know for sure. Do any of you know Corey Yoder? I'm assuming it's a woman, but I guess Corey could be a man's or a woman's name. Oh, you just finished. Oh, you're not going to look back. Okay, well, you guys are scaring me, but we're going to get through it, I think. But she suggests that, oh, it's a girl. Okay, good. Thanks, Lisa. When I said it out loud, I'm like, oh, wait, maybe I don't know for sure. Okay, she suggests using scraps, and that's what we're going to use. So I've been collecting scraps in this, it's a, what are those? Not a binder, a clipboard. It's a clipboard that has all my scraps in it. So I saved everything, even all my little bits from the sewing machine. And I've pulled some scraps from there and we're gonna use those. I do have to supplement with some other ones, but I'll show you that. I've sprayed them with the starch. I've been using this flatter by Soak, and it's the fig flavor and it's delicious. It's not technically starch. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I used it for the last block and it turned out fine. I'm still gonna try that Best Press. I haven't bought any of that yet though, but so far so good on the splatter. I don't really know what I'm looking for in starch since I've never used it. I just had this stuff, so I'm using that. I'll try that other stuff, the Better Press or Best Press too, at one of these days once I order it, and we'll do a little comparison. All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around and we'll get started, get the cheapest. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. All right, here we go, guys. You can see I've already put some on the ironing board ready to go here. So these are all little scraps that I've been saving so far. And then these are some of the other fabrics that I think I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna set those aside for right now. So I've sprayed these and I'm gonna just press them real quick. So the one that I'm worried about is this one. This one I sprayed an extra bit just because this is so much gauzier than the rest that it's a different weight than the rest of it. So don't get a starch that has white stuff on it. So I don't know, I'm gonna need recommendations. I know you guys said Best Press. Oops, you know, this is probably not the way to do this. I'm gonna do these all one at a time, because I already folded one over funny. All right, we'll just start with this one. So I'm just giving it a press, just to, I don't know, let the starch seep in? I don't know. I don't know why I would have to press it again. But I've sprayed these, and we'll see how it goes. Some of your friends make their own. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That green is so pretty. Yeah, with the gold pluses on it, or the gold X's. I know, I'm kind of in love with that one. So this time I didn't turn the steam on either. I'm just going to press it with heat. Wow, I can definitely tell that I've sprayed it. Yeah, how do you make starch? That's a good question. All right. We have some fun scraps here. Sometimes the fabric stiffens more on the second press. Oh, that's interesting. Stiffens more on the second press. That is good to know. Look at all these cute little pieces. And here's the one that I needed to be thicker, so it would be like the other ones. Oh, out of vodka? That's interesting. My mom makes a water for her iron that's like distilled water and a little bit of vodka, like the cheap vodka, and then some lavender essence oil, and that's really fun. Check on Pinterest for a recipe, but beware of bugs. Bugs as in real bugs that get in it, because that's gross. I don't know if I'd like that. Or bugs as in recipes that aren't up to par. Okay, so here we are. I'm gonna flip you guys down for a sec, and let's try and manage these a little bit. I'll kind of tell you the plan. Okay, so we got these inner, you know what, I'm gonna get a little pencil to kind of point. So we're gonna start with this inner stuff. Ooh, cornstarch attracts silverfish. Oh my gosh, I hate those more than anything, like silverfish. Blah, ugh. I don't want those in my house. All right, so we're gonna start with these. So we have fabrics for these. It's actually two pieces. It's a triangle here and a triangle here. So we're gonna do A, B, C, and D as colors, and then F will be all of this white area. And that I'm gonna have to cut a bigger piece. But to start out with this A, B, C, and D, this is kind of the plan. I've kind of paired up some colors. So this will be one. These two will be the one triangle and the two triangles. Let's see. So that let's just call it that. This one is D, let's just say. Stick with the best press, smells good too. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I still haven't used it yet. All right, so then these were gonna be like two triangles, 1, 2. That's the one kind of going out this way. Let's see, I think I paired up, yeah. Then these two will be another one of those, triangle, triangle, and then these two will be more of the triangles. I think maybe that guy in the middle, I don't know. Okay, so those are gonna be the triangles. You think the best press is the safest too. Okay, that's good to know. You know what? That needs to go on my fancy list that we started. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I already have it on there, best press. All right, good. Okay, so then, let's see. Then I wanted, for the letter F, which is all the white triangles, I'm going to use this, the little purple dot one. So all I have really are these two pieces. I think these pieces from scraps, I think these will be good for the outside area. I think I'm going to have to chop a bunch more off of here for the inside area. But you know what? I think I'm going to cut these first. Just because I'm going to lose control real quick on this if I don't keep track of things. So we're going to go bit by bit by bit and then work our way up to to the things. I'm just trying to stay organized because there's a whole lot of pieces in this one, and I haven't done anything with this many pieces, and I think I'm gonna, you know, I want to remember what goes with what and all that. So we're gonna go little by little. So let's start, and they're all different too. So these inner squares are 1 7/8 inches. So I need one of each of these, so like one of each of these as a 1 7/8 inch square. So I'm gonna just start that and set it aside. And actually, it's 1 7/8 square, and then they're cut diagonally right away, and we're only gonna use half of the triangle, so the other half is scraps already. So I'm gonna cut these, cut them as a triangle, and then put the other ones back in the scrap bin. So then I'll just have my 4 triangles. So that's where we're starting here, guys. That's what you did, and it was fine? Okay, good. I'm gonna do that too, Diane. So let's see, what do I want as the inside triangle and the outside triangle? And it has to measure 1 7/8, so let's see. Yeah, down here it'll be wide enough. Okay, so let's, all right. So insides, and outsides, I think. Maybe I want this guy on the inside. He's kind of pretty on, maybe it's too close to this. We're gonna stick with this. Inside, outside. All right, so outsides, get out of my way for a moment. We're gonna just cut insides. Okay, so we are cutting 1 7/8 inch squares out of here. So we're gonna do that one at a time. Sometimes it's a little harder, I think, working with scraps because, I mean, it's exciting to work with scraps because I like using stuff up, but, you know, we have odd shapes that we gotta cut out. You know, I'm gonna actually cut this on this side so I can see my black lines here. It'll be easier for me to do the 7/8. So I'm gonna just start by assuming that we're straight here. And I'm gonna trim this. I'm gonna trim it closer though to the white. All right. So now I think I'm going to do the 7/8 on this side. So luckily on this ruler here, the 7/8 is kind of the last bit of this black area, of the black line, so I can just line it up with those black lines and go all the way to the end. So that's exciting, at least. That'll make it a little easier for me here. I know I could probably go joop, 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 but I'm a little nervous. I'm just gonna take my time and cut this. All right, 1 7/8 here. Okay, so we're done with this scrap. And let's do the one last cut. 1 7/8. Okay, there we go. I missed that. All right, you know what? I'm gonna cut this as my triangle right away, and I think I'm gonna do with all this really pretty, the pretty side. We'll use that side. Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit bigger ruler. That's kind of what I thought would happen. All right. 7/8 on a 1-inch ruler. Is that the last dash in the inch? Yeah, so I always have to count. So, oh, let's get in focus again there. Ooh, we don't want to focus tonight. All right, hold on, let me try and, there we go. Okay, so it's all these yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only want to go 7. So that's this one right here. These are 1/16 inches, so that would add up to 16, but we're doing the 8ths. So right there is where we're lining it up to. So just a tiny little 1/8 from 2 inches. All right, and then these get cut in half on the diagonal right away, so I'm gonna just do that. Oops, let me focus you guys again. All right, there we go. So we're gonna make half-square triangles from actual triangles. All right, so there's our first triangle. This one goes like this. Wait, this one, what one did this? This one was the bottom, lower one here. So this one goes like that. Okay, let's do this one. You know, I'm guessing that this is probably pretty square, because we cut all these from being square earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna just call that square, and we're gonna cut our 1/8 or 7/8 and 7/8 right away. 1 and 7/8. There, that looks pretty good. Your scraps wouldn't be square. The only reason they're kind of square is because these are just scraps from us making all these Splendid Sampler things, and a lot of the Splendid Sampler stuff I cut too long anyway, so they were all kind of straight. A lot of the scraps were straight because I've been cutting excess for the other blocks. All right, I think I'm just trying to get right on those corners there. All right, there's another one. Okay, this one goes like this. There, those touch like that, I think. Yeah, I'm just using this as a guide. The dark colored ones is what we're cutting now. Okay, now this one. This one looks a little frayed, so this one I'm gonna cut some straight edges and then do it. Okay, so let's switch back to our cute little one. All right, you can tell I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get it to line up on the fabric. All right, so these are square here. So now we just need to do our 7/8 and 7/8. And you know what? I'm going to do it on this side so I can see my dark lines on the ruler. You got a tiny square. I know this is a 2.5 inch square, and I got it either right before the Splendid Sampler started or immediately after. I was looking for a 6.5 inch square, and I found like this came as a set. So all three of these came as a little set together, all in one thing. And man, am I happy I got that, because I've been using, you know, this 4.5 inch and this 2.5 inch just all the time during this Splendid Sampler so far. Let's see. I think we want. You love the tiny one too? Yeah, I mean it's handy for sure. And you know, before I started this, I'm like, I don't need all these rulers. Like, why should I get all these? You know, why do I need all these specialty items for this thing? Can't I just do it with what I got? And you know what? All these specialty things have been kind of awesome. I've liked all these little itty bitty rulers and stuff. Okay, this one goes like this. So we can either do that one or this one, but let's do that one. It's prettier. It's got more stuff going on. I work on a small table, so it's great. Oh yeah, I'm working in a pretty small space here too, so yeah.